Let's talk about goal setting in the beginning of a new year. It's got to be one of the great challenges for every single person. The Harvard Business Study showed, are you ready for this? Less than 83% of the total population have even had a goal. 14% have something in their mind planned, but they've never taken the time to write it down. And this is what's really incredible that the study showed. Less than 3% have ever taken a moment to even write a single goal down. Here's the thing about goals that I find very interesting. In fact, it was a quote from a guy by the name of Paul Valery. He said this, that every beginning of something ends something else. All right, when it comes to goals, you've got to consider this, that when you begin a goal, it's going to demand that something else ends. And here's the big thing that's got to end. Ready? The way you thought about things before. That's the great challenge of goal setting. All right, here's the big challenge for most people, including me, when it comes to setting goals. We want to be a better husband, a better wife, maybe something incredible about your job. You want to take it to another level. Of course, the other one is always losing weight. Why do people think about doing something different, but they don't follow through? It's simple. Are you ready for this? Okay, what's the bottom line? Here's the quote. You might even want to write it down. If it's not achievable at the front end of your goal, it'll never be believable at the back end of your goal. All right, best illustration ever of goal setting, my wife. She comes to me one day and she goes, there's 3 things I've always wanted to do. I said, well, what's that? She goes, the first one, I've always wanted to hug a bear. I'm like, okay. The second one, she said, I have always wanted to lay down next to a lion. I said, all right. And then the third one, she said, I've always wanted to swim with dolphins. So I go on a road trip. I come back home. She says to me, guess what? I go, what? She goes, I want to swim with dolphins. I'm going to get this thing going. I go out on a road trip. I come back. She says, I found the resort where we can swim with dolphins. I went, all right. I go on a road trip. I come back. She said, you won't believe this. I called the resort, got a hold of the manager. I go, really? I go on a road trip. I come back. She has booked the resort for us to go swim with dolphins. This is amazing to me. When it comes to goal setting, there are some powerful things that I learned from her story. All right, here's some things to consider. Number 1, Cherise defined the goal. She said, what? I want to swim with dolphins. Too many people have so many things they want to do. You got to narrow the goal. All right, the second thing she did, she made the move. In other words, she made a commitment. She found where the dolphins were. This is a real game changer. Are you ready? She made the call. In other words, she had the courage to make the call. All right, here's what I didn't tell you. I walk into her office and there's a little picture of a resort, a dolphin. I don't know what it was. What did she do? She visualized her reality. All right, write this one down. She believed in her vision. Ready for this? Even in my negativity at times, she would tell me, it's going to happen. Okay, here's what I didn't tell you. My wife said to them, if they weren't thoroughly satisfied with my presentation, we would pay the entire bill for our stay. What did Cherise do? She took the risk in her goal. All right, this is all about doing it now. Here's the first thing I want you to do right now. Write one thing you want to accomplish in the next 6 weeks. Like Cherise, find something that visualizes your goal that you can see for the next 7 days. This is a big one for some of you. What is the change that you're going to have to make in the next 24 hours that will move you towards your goal? All right, you're going to trip over this. Ready? Some of you. It's called accountability. You got to find somebody that you cannot con that will hold you accountable to your goal. Here's to making it your best year ever. And remember, do it now.